Hi, my name's Jill Ross, and almost 11 months ago, my husband and I came home from Ethiopia with our HIV positive daughter, Eliana. And I just wanted to share a little bit about what brought us to the decision to adopt an HIV positive child and whatnot here with you today. So, my husband and I, we have four biological children, four boys. And as we started to think of our life without a little girl in the picture, it got a little sad. And so we thought, well, let's adopt. And as we started investigating adoption, we're really drawn to Ethiopia. Some pretty incredible just meetings of different people that had adopted Ethiopian children. And so we went to work and got our dossier submitted. And then, as I was doing my research, my husband calls it blog stalking, I called it research. I tripped over Positively Adopted, the website, and could not stop reading, could not stop crying, and could not, I had no idea. We were going to adopt a little girl under 24 months with minor correctable medical um, kind of things. And it just opened up a whole new area for us. We didn't even know that it was so doable, so easy to manage. Initially, I think it had flitted through our minds, but well, we already have four kids, and just the time for the medical. My first responsibility is to my four children I already have. What if one of them caught it and whatnot? And as I sat, I will never forget that night, August 22nd, reading and reading and researching and studying and more reading and reading testimonies of other families that had done it and had done the research, and realizing that God was calling us to do this, to expand what we thought our daughter looked like. And so I called my husband the next day. He actually was out of town for the weekend and said, "You're not going to believe this, but I really think God is asking us to expand and do something even more." And so he thought about it for about 6 hours, as I called him every hour and said, "Have you decided yet? Have you decided yet?" And about 6 hours into it, finally said, "Oh, yes, Jill. I knew we'd never have a boring ride." We got married. So we got home with Ellie January of 2010. It has been incredible. I think the hardest part is the once every 3 month blood draw. It's not really fun to be 2 years old and have that happen. That's been a little bit hard, um, but that was something that she was going to have to deal with. That's the road that God had called her to, irregardless. The fact that she has a mommy there holding her hand and telling her it's going to be okay, as opposed to what else it would have been like for her. So we count ourselves very, very blessed and very, very lucky to have her in our family, and has been very manageable. She is on medication. It's 7 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock at night, and we made a big game of it. And it's quite a bit of medication. She takes about 2.5 teaspoons in the morning, 2.5 teaspoons at night, of three different types of meds. But it has not been the issue we thought that it would be. We have been open with her status as well, and for a number of reasons. Number one, we live in a very small town, and we figured at some point it was going to come out, and we'd rather know ahead of time if people were going to be idiots about it. As opposed to having it come out later on, and now it's her best friend's family, and they have felt betrayed, and that we didn't disclose that. Now, granted, we don't walk around with a sign on top of the house, whatnot, but it is when I drop her off in the nursery at church, and hey, should something happen, there's gloves in her diaper bag, kind of thing. And that's actually something that the church nursery had changed and said, we should be having gloves here available in the nursery. We live in a very, very small town. So we have just, that is something that's just really been laid on our hearts. I didn't ever want her to feel like it was a secret, that if people knew the truth, then no one would like her. And so we just really felt, let's educate, educate, educate. And we just really have worked with our friends and family to educate them, asking them to educate other people as well as to what HIV is, what HIV isn't, how you catch it, how you don't catch it, and whatnot. So it's been incredible, just an incredible joy. She's an amazing, amazing person. So I would highly, why not? So thank you so much. God bless you.